My name is Cathy Westby. I'm married to Martin, who's the vicar here at St John's in East Hull. And one of my jobs in church is to head up the team putting on Friday Serve. We do it now instead of children's work on a Sunday. We thought about it long and hard because that felt like a big move, but really it was one of necessity. We have several children in the congregation who have severe educational needs, who have a lot of support at school, and we simply couldn't offer it on a Sunday morning. We also have quite a lot of single parent families, so at one point on a Sunday we had more children than we had adults and nowhere near enough leaders. So we thought, well, what are we going to do about this? And I've got 3 young children, all with extra needs. And I was struggling to get there on a Sunday, to get the motivation to go. And I thought, well, if I'm struggling, we could do something about it. So we had an absolute rethink. We thought Sunday mornings aren't the best for a lot of people. Friday evening is. We'll all keep together. So we all, it's like a big all-age time together. And we're fortunate to have a space that's very flexible. So we thought we'd involve food every week as well. Sing and play and pray and learn and eat together. When we first started, after a few weeks, I asked the question, where do we see God in this? And in fact, I actually asked that specific question to a friend of mine via text after one particularly chaotic Friday evening where it felt like my children had run riot and there was a lot going on. And I knew she'd be honest with me. And she said, Cathy, the time and the space is dripping with God's presence. It's there in the hospitality, it's there in the interaction, it's there in the worship, and it's there in the way that people do engage in their own way with God. You never know who you're going to reach with an outreach project like this. We have different people come in all the time. We've got a real mix of people come on a Friday. And on the day that the Archbishop was here, we had 2 guys who've got a long-standing relationship with us here, but who struggle with alcoholism. They had met the Archbishop when he came for his pilgrimage, and they wanted to meet him again, so they came on the Friday. And the week after, one of them arrived at church worried because he hadn't seen his friend for a while, and he asked Martin, my husband, to go round to the house. Now, it turned out that the man had been taken to hospital, and he's fine now. But what they found was an empty house. But Martin said the really striking thing was that next to his bed on the bedside cabinet was the book that the Archbishop had sent, talking about God's love. And it really touched us to think that this man had taken that home and had been reading it.